For the past few days, the Republican ticket mates have been twin piñatas for many of the speakers of the Democratic National Convention. Last night, Trump used a rally in Davenport, Iowa, to warn that he plans to strike back.
You know, I've been watching these speeches at night, and boy, am I getting hit. Boom, boom, boom. I am getting hit, and they don't mean it, and there's a lot of lies being told, but I guess they have to do their thing. I was going to hit a number of those speakers so hard, their heads would spin, they'd never recover.
This morning, Mike Pence condemned all of this week's Trump bashing by telling radio show host Hugh Hewitt that, quote, I don't think name-calling has any place in public life. It's kind of funny, because Pence's running mate has spent all day name-calling on his favorite social media platform. Trump today tweeted several times about his old standby, Crooked Hillary. He also added a new one to his trash-talking repertoire, quote, Little Michael Bloomberg. That was in response to the former New York City mayor's very anti-Trump speech at the convention in Philadelphia Wednesday night. Michael Bloomberg, of course, is our boss. There was also this tweet from Trump about one of several of the military speakers who targeted him in Philadelphia. Quote, General John Allen, who I've never met but spoke against me last night, failed badly in his fight against ISIS. His record equals bad, hashtag never Hillary. John, Trump's name-calling clearly was an advantage for him when he was winning the nomination fight. Is it, at this phase of the campaign, still an effective tool?
I'm starting to wonder whether Trump's running out of gas because, you know, you'd think that if he was going to go after our boss or anybody else, you wouldn't just like take a Little. You know, Little's Marco's nickname. You shouldn't have to come up with. You should be able to come up with something.
Oldie but goodie.
You shouldn't have two Littles out there. You know, I'm pretty sure he's be calling me Little John Heilemann. That's not going to work. I think it's. I can't. I actually didn't object to it that much. I know a lot of people really get upset about the fact that he did it, lying Ted Cruz, all that stuff. I didn't object to it in a profound way before. I don't object to it now in some profound way. I probably object to it less than Mike Pence does. But I can't imagine that for the available voters out there he needs to reach beyond the Republican base, that that's an effective way of talking to them. And I'm not like making an argument for Marcus of Queensberry rules or something, but I just can't see how that's a winning tactic with the people he's got to get to vote for him if he's going to win.
When he targets people he's not running against, I think it takes up bandwidth, it gets him off message. It also, I think, runs the risk of playing into the narrative that he's thin-skinned, not presidential. However, if he's going to win, I think he needs to have people feel Hillary Clinton's unacceptable. And Crooked Hillary does play into her biggest vulnerability. So I'm not sure about Crooked Hillary and whether that's effective, but it might be. But I do think going after other people is probably a mistake just because there's 100 days left and every day he spends making news attacking someone who's not Hillary Clinton. I don't think it does him much good.
I agree with that. And the other thing I have to say about the specific thing you're raising about Hillary Clinton, Crooked Hillary Clinton, he calls her a liar a lot, even though he hasn't made that into a nickname. I mean, Trump has a problem with the truth. Hillary Clinton has had a historic problem with the truth. They both have problems with the truth. There's also questions about Trump's business dealings. Those two particular epithets seem to me to open the door to charges of hypocrisy if the press and others in the Clinton shop find examples where he lied or where he's crooked. So there's a question about that, about how the long-term effectiveness of those particular charges.
Yeah. The thing is his personality, and in the camp like Nicole Wallace and I think you probably are too, and I certainly am. Trump's not going to change.
Right. Oh, no doubt.
I don't think anybody's going to get him to stop.
Yeah. We're having an academic discussion here, not a discussion about actual change of behavior.
But Crooked Hillary, I don't think it's ever going to give it up.